Well, hello, you trader nerds. Welcome in to our second trading day of the year, January 3rd, in the year of our Lord 2025. Hope you're having a magnificent Friday. It is sunny and beautiful in Georgia, where all the Georgia fans are hanging their head low after a little bit of a defeat from the Fighting Irish. Wow, what a game, huh? I was sitting there the whole time thinking Georgia's going to come back. Georgia's going to come back. I think their backup quarterback though played really good, and but you got to have an offensive line, and they didn't have an offensive line. And y'all, that wide receiver that they hit that long pass on for Georgia, and he just dropped the ball. I mean, he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him. He just dropped the ball. And then I feel bad for that little number 39 on the side of the lines that got that all back. And they were going to be at the 15-yard line, ended up being at the 26 when Georgia was moving down. Sideline interference. That was something. So it's a good game, but Georgia is out. So now, if you're like me and you're an SEC guy, it's hard to pull for Texas because Texas is in the SEC. I mean, for those of us that are old school, that's a Big 12 team. That's not an SEC team, but I guess we'll take them. So I don't know. I think if I'm going to pull for somebody, I kind of like old school Penn State. I like them. They kind of don't have the names on the back of the jersey. They don't have the flashy helmet. They're kind of like Alabama, no flashy helmet, just a regular old crimson helmet. They got the white helmet. But Alabama does have names on the back of the jerseys, but the no-name jerseys, kind of old school. So I think I'm going to be pulling for Penn State. But I think, Brad, the Buckeyes are going to be hard to beat. They looked really impressive. So it's good. I got a feeling they're going to beat Texas. And I think, I don't know what to think about Penn State and Notre Dame. Not sure who's going to win that one, but I definitely think the Buckeyes are going. Yeah, conference for us old guys. Texas is Southwest, baby. I just can't see them as SEC. So anyway, I normally pull for the South, but I don't know. I kind of got a. I used to like Joe Paterno, when he and Bear Bryant were coaching, and kind of like the Joe Paterno era. So maybe I will. I don't know. I'll just enjoy the game. I hope they're competitive. That's what I hope. I hope it's like a nail biter. I wouldn't mind it going to overtime. I want them to be close and really good. But that Arizona State game with Texas was a great game in the fourth quarter. It was boring as crap up to the first three quarters. But man, it turned out it's pretty good. Anyway, so welcome in everybody. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with all the bye week teams went down. And listen, there are no, on top of that, Brad, there are no conference champions in the Final Four. How about that? No conference champion made it to, of course, Notre Dame's not in a conference, but it's for football. So no conference champion made it to the Final Four. And so you think next year you're being like, crap, I don't want to buy. So I think, like someone said, move this thing to 16 teams and do away with the bye. I kind of like that. So, or 8 teams and do away with the bye. I'd rather do 16. So that would be cool. So real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. We've got Brad in the house. We got DB. We got Grant. We got Hal. We got Skip. We got John. We got Kevin. We got Mo. We got Tom and Vicky with a Y, baby. And look at the market. We are printing money today, y'all. The NQ up 1.76%. What does that mean for our TQQQ? Up 5.21%. Let's move it on up, baby. Yeah, the ES is up 1.28%. VIX is down into the 16 handle. AD, look at this. Remember, I talked about AD being consistently negative, and now it's AD 338. Wow, waka. And we are just kind of chilling out, headed a little bit upward on AD, but AD had a very strong 338. And let's look. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this. I had a comment yesterday on YouTube. Let's see if I can find this. Let me go to YouTube and find my comments. Now, this is not really hate mail, but I just wanted to share this with you. Let's see, where are my notifications? Notifications. Okay, here's where we got a little thing yesterday. D-Boom64 says, Sweet Bobby, may as well invest using tarot cards. I hope someday you get back to using probabilities, fundamentals, momentum, anything but AI. And so I responded, I said, oh, please, I do use probabilistic decisions to drive my account. We are at the beginning of a technological boom, and I'm part of it. And he says, I'm in your corner, Bobby. I truly hope you make money. I believe in the 11X trades, 1122 trades, cash secured puts, PMCC, which is a poor man's covered call, and credit spreads. The 11X was very good to you, but you disregarded your own rules, you fat, tubby bastard, you, and you got bit. You threw the baby out with the bathwater. Come back towards the light, Bobby. Whoa. So I'm coming back toward the light. And I said, I have reincorporated the 111. It's a slow process, getting my legs back. I'm also selling puts and doing covered calls. So, and then Snoo O'Gerg says, I like Dan O's original seasoning on my chicken. I hadn't tried that. But I'm going to tell you that seasoning that I did yesterday, or the day before yesterday, was phenomenal. And what is it called? It's this little seasoning. It's made in Carrollton, Georgia. If y'all will do a search for seasonings made in Carrollton, Georgia, then you'll see this little thing. It's good on chicken. It's good on beef. It's good on pork. It's good on fish. It's good on, you can put it on your thumb and suck it off. It is good, y'all. Good. And made right here in Carrollton, Georgia. All right. So what are we doing today? Let's see. So let's look at the big green monster. See if we got anything. Oh my gosh, my session has timed out. What the devil? Hold on, let's try to get back in here. My session has timed out. Unbelievable. I just logged in. So how could I time out? Well, while that's going, let's look at our linear regression real quick. Look at this. Waka. Is this right? Why is that a red candle? Oh, we were up big today. Let me do a little refresh on this. There we go. I started to say something didn't look right. So not ready to draw any more lines yet. We had an uptrend, we had a downtrend, and now we're trying to decide, do we want to maintain the uptrend? And so far, it looks like we do. And let's get in here and see how the big green monster is going, if I can remember my password. And here we go. I had Applebee's today for lunch.
Well, what do you say we get thrown out of an Applebee's?
We did not get thrown out, but it was delicious. Remember, Fiesta lime chicken, make sure they give you a lime, squeeze it on top of your chicken, get the mashed potatoes instead of the rice, and ask for some dumpling sauce on the side, baby. Stuff is good. All right, so where we go? Let's see. We were here. Let's go to the big green monster. Oh, man. Let's go to Big Green Monster Volume Profile. Here we go. Look at this, y'all. These lines actually mean something, don't they? So we are coming up at what might be a little bit of resistance right here at the 59.95. So it could pass right through it, but it may bump its little head right there. So I would think that the rally for the day is probably done, baby. Toast. Call it the day. I don't know. It could go above that, though, but I bet it's going to have a little bit of resistance right there. Point of control right here. So we are fairly priced. Let's look at the NQ. If I had really, as Stacy had told me, looked at the NQ and the thing yesterday, I would not have sold a covered call, would I? Why, Bob? Because we were oversold. And being oversold means, hey, it's going to rise. And look at there, it's going to the point of control. So the most volume has been traded here. Would not surprise us on NQ to see a pop here to the value area high at 21,782 and to touch the green 50% line of 21,805. So everything's looking really, really good. Now, what's this, y'all? Are we printing money this year or what? Waka Waka, we are making $2,220.47 today.
Well, we're moving on now. To the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
So in the 2 trading days, we made $1,787. So everything is looking really, 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 really good. Let's see where our covered call is. Here it is, y'all. We're at the 87 and we are at 82. This was a 30%, a 30 delta. Now it's turned into a 37 delta. And I want to tell you something. I almost closed this yesterday because it was a $70 winner on that drop yesterday. Remember when I told you the AD, and if we were scalping, we'd go short on the market, and the market indeed went down, and this thing turned out to be a $70 winner. Let's see what it is right now. Let's see what we're doing. Our TQQQ, we are on this one down $100. That's a $170 flip. All right. So our put, though, looks pretty good. We're up 9% on that, up $14. So everything looks good. And look at us now. We've got 377 shares of TQQQ. So everything looks good. Now let's see how our hedge is going. And then we will go to Muscadine Mafia. If you're not a member of the Muscadine Mafia, today we're going to have the Muscadine Mafia. We're going to have the Hello Ladies. And we're going to have those little ninja nerds in there with us as well. All right. All getting together for a wonderful time today. So that's going to be really, really good. So I love our profits for the year. Everything looks good. Let's see how our hedge is doing because we want to hedge. So we want to look at our ES positions, our TQQ positions. We're going to put auto refresh. We're going to go to risk analysis. And we're going to bump this up to 40. And the 40 comes from what happened on August the 5th. Oh, no. Hold on. That would mean our TQQQ, let's see. Our TQQQ would be up. Oh, man, let me see where I can figure this out.
Change it to 60%.
Yeah, change that to 60%. So we've got, y'all, we're going to have to put another hedge in Monday. I mean, I hate it, but we're fully hedged now. I mean, here's what I want to do. I want to make sure that we don't get wiped out in the event of a 20% down move. So that's what we're looking at. And it's going to be important on some stuff that we're going to consider in the Muscadine Mafia session today that we be properly hedged because I have back tests to show you on stuff, which is going to be super, super cool. So we've got a hedge in here. This will probably be worth nothing on Monday. Let's see what we'll look like Monday. If we drop on Monday, we'll have a little bit of a hedge, right? It would be nice. I mean, can you imagine being down 20% and go, oh, down 20%, TQQQ is down 60%. I'm down $1,500. And what you could do is sit here and go, well, y'all, we've made $1,400 in this account today. Why not spend $250 of that on a hedge? I mean, you could think of things like that. So there's different ways you can do it. But we've got a really good hedge going into the weekend. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will see y'all on Monday.